can make things happen in the early mid game here.
Yeah.
But it definitely seems a bit rougher. So yeah, I kind of favor Arkosh's draft here.
Maybe a bit rough around the edges, but definitely a lineup that is not so hard to execute, so to say. Kips loves the ease of execution. There's a couple
Always
well-rounders here that might happen. Might go differently than expected, but when you're looking at a lineup where you got Furion for your TPs, you've got Mars in the lineup, it's easy to always kind of call through comms. I'm going to show up there, let's go and kill somebody. And you already got Venno around as well, who can basically just, act as a nuisance. He's a great tower holder. Might be something that Veld also has to kind of look at is how do they time their pushes? How many heroes do they commit for those pushes? And what is the response from Arkosh gonna be? Like, how many heroes do they want to put in those?
I was talking about a support Venomancer because I thought that was the way things were going to end up, but Monkey is on the bot lane, bullying Zor.
Gonna get a lot out of that level 1 battle. He's picked up a Blightstone too on Monkey, so wants to work that around. Pale Horse going to be playing out one as Rudy's taking a hell of a beating, and that's going to be first blood for Solji in the mid lane. So Mars getting a bit surprised by the capabilities of that level 1 TA. It takes a Melt Strike to the face, and Bell takes first.
That's a rough start for you, Mars.
Yep. That's like a 1 minute kill as well. So that's the second creep wave, and you're already dead. That hurts. It's kind of like we were actually at a Finnish Dota LAN event yesterday, and I decided to partake in the 1v1 tournament, and I got my ass kicked in I think 40 seconds. So that's probably the same kind of start that I witnessed yesterday just happened now with this mid Mars, but it's not horrible. You're still a Mars. You can still make a lot of plays happen around the map. Just need to kind of capitalize from here. TA is gonna love that early start though.
Absolutely. Like you're not obligated to win this mid lane by any means, because the TA is just going to farm more over out to side camp as well. She's already cleared it out right now. But it would be nice to not get shut down yourself, and that is what Rudy really needs to avoid right now.
Could take a quick glimpse at this this top lane as well. Shinra already up to 10 last hits. Gremlow's picked up 5. Crow's got a double on himself as well, so they can't really do much to the Juggernaut right now. Thing is also, Venno needs some time to build up. Pugna's going to have a good time here early on, just keeping up the poke, the constant harass, because Venno can't quite get into range unless the Earth Spirit wants to commit, and that's a call sign for Jug to come and spin to win, basically.
Exactly. So as long as Felt just enjoys this range and speed advantage on the Pugna, the Juggernaut shouldn't have to spend any spells here unless they go. Like, if they would ever, for example, use the spin in order to grab a creep wave, that could be a go sign for Arkosh instead. Like right here, probably not, because the Earth Spirit is already making a rotation towards mid, with Rudy
turning his back on with the bulwark. That's one way to play it.
I think he was mooning him.
He's definitely baiting the guy, and they're taking an honest 1v1. Connects the stun as well, but Ruby's a bit too far for this one.
1v1 for long.
Get some buff rolling from Crow, and Rudy will get a revenge kill as Crow makes a rotation to mid. I think that's a great bait as well. I think that's his goal. He was trying to bait him in to feel like, okay, this Mars really wants to die, sure thing. Earth Spirit's rotating into the mid lane, and a very well-placed spear. That's a good put. Oh, Monkey, though. Oh, he is lucky. His teleport's on cooldown. He's going to die with that.
I can't believe that Rudy just mooned the enemy mid laner, moonwalking away from him. He gets a kill.
Yeah, tough battle there. Takes one with him at least as he falls, but Crow takes the XP. Do get the Venno kill, which is nice. But yeah, that was quite the nifty moves from this mid Mars in the mid lane, and he's picked up some good CS too. He's already gone past Solji, which is a very good indicator of this how this lane is going.
And being a Mars, of course, he can also take his own side camps here. His farm is going to be just fine.
Ooh, walks into the stun. Monkey's going to be here too. A lot of slows, a lot of damage. Axe does have the regen to live through this. We'll have to back away for a second. This salve's also going to get broken right away. Axe can't get the last hitting range. This is a very tough lane for Zor.
Yep. And I mean, I know I mentioned the Nature's Prophet support as absolutely brutal to deal with in the draft. I did not expect them to actually run it, but you can see the demonstration here where Zor really can't go up to the creep wave versus a double range lane. And if he doesn't commit forward for it, Monkey is just going to straight up zone him away from it. He's constantly going to get chipped. Actually, surprised to see him.
Huge difficulties in top lane as Crow and Gremlo maybe found the opening they were looking for. A lot of crits and heals coming out. The Juggernaut still ends up going down. Crow. It's a deny in the end. Pingu. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a very awkward situation, getting kind of kited there and then denying the kill. Zor, though, not as lucky in the bot lane. Monkey might go down as Aframoosh. Wants to look for a response kill. Will be getting this one. No way for Monkey to run out of this one. Pale Horse, can he find the sacrifice? Yes, he can. The Treant's blocking Aframoosh, and it's going to be enough. Thanks to that, Pale Horse gets that one extra right click in to secure the kill.
Yep, and this is not going to get any easier for Zor from this moment onwards. This Lesh can always shove forward. He can always cast his spells to take the Battle Hunger off. It's really not hard on. Look at this. Monkey is just right on back to bottom. Feeds his core some mangoes. That's a support right there.
Monkey has been a big favorite of those mangoes. He's sometimes had 6, sometimes he's had 9, sometimes he's had 12. I'd like to share that all around again. Pingu and Gremlo constant fighting. 10 HP Venno. And Pingu denied. A Crow's gonna die. Oh, it just doesn't get worse than this. First, the Jug gets denied. Then Pingu gets killed by the Centaurs in the jungle. And Shinra gets an honest kill in the end as well. Gale misses. Gremlo's been located. Good body block there with the board. But let's see if he can still juke around in the trees. As Monkey is now in the top lane. And there's an Omni Slash. Gremlo doesn't want to give the vision. Rudy's also here. Can he get the spear? The arena's there, but he's going to spin out of this one. Pingu TP's in. He's got him bringing Shinra the face boots. And it's a 4 versus 2 scenario in the top lane. Let's see if it pays off. Crow coming in from the side. Rudy's there. The vision will be planted down. Misses the kick. At least I've got the vision on it. Pingu is going to get caught with the spear. Omni Slash, does he get into range to cast it? He wants it on Rudy, and he's going to throw it onto Gremlo instead. And now they're going to splitting the damage, and the Bulwark tanks the majority of it too. Pingu's still surviving, but they will get the kill on Rudy as they got Aframoosh to rotate in, and Gremlo's going to be falling too. And Pingu finally getting killed under the tower. They even glyph this to get some extra damage and hits it as well as Crow finally taken away. And it's just Monkey, so a 4v2 scenario ends up being a 3-for-1 for Felt.
Yes, but this tower's gonna go down one way or the other. Monkey's not giving up here.
Again. How many is that? 3 already?
Yeah.
3 kill/objectives in total already in the first 8 minutes. Denied from Arkosh.
And sure, they get an early tower out of it, but in order to actually capitalize on that, what you need is reach on your lineup. And this Nature's Prophet is not a core, so he's not going to go teleporting around the lane, shoving out waves just yet. He's needed for kills, he's needed for stacking, etc. So that, like, I'm not sure how much this is going to help them right now, apart from the early gold injection.
Double nulls on the Skywrath as well. It's going to build up into some very nice mono region. Shinra there's at the creep wave, spins all the way back home. I think he was suspecting a potential rotation onto him as they don't really have too much vision. They are pinging out this bot lane, though. They found Monkey with the help of one brave melee creep, providing the vision here. But Zor, he's been found. Bonk connects from Rudy. Arena down with the spear. This axe should fall. He's got nowhere to go. Crow will secure the kill. Pingu coming in from the side. Only level 4 in this Pugna, though, so he can't really cause much of a dent into this situation. They are sticking around in the area. Shinra wants to join in on the action. He's got Omni Slash off cooldown in 13 seconds. Pingu located, he's running away. Aframoosh with the slow, but he's been found. Crow will get the connection. And here's the follow-up. The Mystic player comes out as well. Crow tries to juke around the Juggernaut, but unable to get some safety distance. And he's killed in the end. As Monkey and both Rudy have to back out. Now there's Zor also respawning and TP back in. 1 for 1.
A little bit overzealous from Zor to get caught all the way at the start there. I think he thought Shinra was going to teleport and immediately be there, but Shinra was walking. Now, however, most likely going to succeed in taking down this tower, but it's going to be slow going.
It's gonna take some time for sure. Monkey wants to defend this. He's got the early medallion brought up. I wonder when they really want to get the push out of this Leshrac, because he's got 3 points in Edict now. He's in very good farming shape. They found the TA though. Big catch here. Rudy again a DD rune, but they need this kill. Gremlo's already dead, and TA gets the refraction up. But can they break the charges? Yes, they can. With Crow rolling in, they still got the magnetize to follow up onto the Skywrath Mage. 3 more remnants, but they can't quite get into range of it. And now Monkey TP's in as well. And a nice lockdown onto the sky. Silence is there as well. The rolling coming in from Crow. Not quite connected with the kick. Not almost on target. And with the call into the Mystic Flare, they're going to be taking the Earth Spirit down. It might actually... Not even actually going to kill this axe at all. He's going to live it. And Monkey's down too. Maybe even Pale Horse. He just arrived. He puts the stun on his feet. And he's 1v4ing this situation, with Gremlo finally coming into the rescue, as they cannot follow up on this Leshrac. All of Felt's heroes are so low on HP, but they're able to hold their ground.
You can see the problems here that Felt has in defending their backliners from this axe coming forward, from Monkey just literally walking in. But luckily they get a little bit of help there from the Mars, whose arena does not quite work out as he hoped it would.
Yep.
And since they brought down the bottom tower, Felt brings in the backup for the mid lane.
Yeah, they're reinforcing
this Venomancer. He's gonna have a Spirit Vessel pretty soon. Man's tanky and he deals a lot of damage.
He does, and they're gonna need that too, because Felt is constantly reinforcing this this mid tower. You've got a lineup with Mars / Nature's Prophet Veno, who basically want to take towers down. I mean, here's a recap of the last fight. Zor, very good timely call there to get the Mystic Flare combo come out. And somehow the axe still survives. Like, he doesn't even have a Vanguard built. He's just got the Ring of Health, giving him all the extra regions to survive, so the Veno doesn't even kill him with his right clicks. And Lesh was a tiny bit late for the party. I think they were relying that they wouldn't even need the hero, and what a snipe from Rudy! Shinra with a 150 HP walks into the arms of the Mars, and that's the easiest kill you could have given to this guy, and he's now up to 3 kills on the Mars. While there was a Skywrath who also died in the top lane, and now Arkosh with these kills. Can they make a closure onto this mid tower as they've got the wards placed down?
Definitely.
Rolling from Crow, and here comes Pale Horse to join in on the party and will secure this one for himself, and that's going to be the mid-tier one going down, unless this glyph buys them enough time, because Jug is about to respawn. Roll in onto the TA. Crow magnetizes there. Going to be breaking the refraction charges. Rudy coming up the side as well. The Venomous Gale connecting too. TA dropping very low on HP. He's got the Vessel on him as well. Trying to survive with the heal from Pingu. Even onto the Vessel. And just trying to keep himself alive. But it's not going to be enough. And Aframoosh is down as well. He will take down Pale Horse at least. Zor does get rolled on onto Crow as 3 go onto 1. Pingu still tries to give some backup on the side. But the spear from Rudy does connect in the end. And Pingu maybe takes Gremlo, but knows he's going to lose his life in this one, and that's going to be Rudy with a triple kill in the end. This Mars is going places. Let's see if he overstays. He's got still that Omni / Juggernaut to fight against. Very great
Shinra.
battle.
Yeah, I don't think you call Rudy's bluff here. I really don't. Now that I know he's on the bot lane and low. Wonder if they're going to come for him.
See if they do. So there's the roll in onto the TA, and that fresh vessel you just talked about. Gremlo's going to have that vessel ready. He just got it for this fight, so that means Pingu isn't giving much healing onto this TA. Like, look at him trying to keep him up, and that's a nice silence comes out as well from the Earth Spirit, preventing them from even keeping the TA alive. Very good spell usage, very good timings, and a great start for the fight. This is a really good Arkosh, I have to say, and that's a rarity we haven't actually seen. I feel like Arkosh has been on the receiving end most of the time, but now they have a good draft. I think they're executing really well, and most importantly, I'm not even sure if this stand-in might actually be better than their original players, because Rudy's playing like he's a hell of a Mars, you have to say.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to peak really high, but I've also definitely seen him misstep a couple of times already. So he could either continue on in an upwards or in a downwards direction from here. That's
Could
for
be.
sure.
All right, 4-man smoke.
Blink on the TA.
Blink on the TA, blink on the axe. So this could easily lead into some kills. They're very short-handed here in the spot lane. No tower to TP to either. Zor, they've been spotted. Crow wants to roll out. Zor not going to go onto him. And Gremlo TP's out.
Zor's Blink Dagger cancels.
Yeah, Zor's blink got cancelled by the one lonely Plague Ward here. Just one Plague Ward to break the blink, so he can't go in, and they both get away. And they're going Roche. Pale Horse and Monkey both going into the pit.
You've heard me complain before about it. Why does nobody buy Medallion anymore? But Monkey builds it. First item.
They're two-manning this.
Yeah, I mean, Pale Horse's mana is gonna run out before the end here. It's okay though.
Pretty solid Bloodstone there, pretty early on. Rushed it right away. Now with this Roshan falling, Lesh is a great carrier for the Aegis, by the way. Being such a big mana battery can cause a lot of damage onto Felt, and Felt's in a bit of trouble. They're gonna have to get these blinks to pay off.
Yep. They do, and specifically before any of the BKBs come out over on the side of Arkosh, which is gonna be pretty hard because Rudy's already very close to his.
Rudy finds himself a haste rune, making his way towards the top lane as Lesh is already pushing down the bottom area. Wants to get closer to that tower. Solji wants to put some traps down at least to slow the push. Felt us some good tools on D pushing with their own pushers in their team. Does that make a lot of sense?
Yes.
Solji
actually.
goes on Pale Horse though and has to blink out to safety as Crow goes in. They're smoking towards bottom. They had these three heroes looking for kills, and they've spotted the Mars in mid, but they're like, should we not? That's a hard kill. They might just walk in on this one. They've got the ward placed down, but they don't know about the counter smoke from Arkosh, and they dodge this one.
Ships in the night.
Yep. Sweet silent assassins. Nobody there in the bot lane anymore. Radiant scan as well into the triangle. No one to be found. Shenra is between two enemy lines right now. Furion TP's under the tower.
Show top.
Rat
Omni
Dota
Slash.
happening, and the Omni Slash on Gremlo, so the Veno will be taken down. Monkey unable to get that tier 1 tower in the end, but Crow, Rudy, Pale Horse all onto Shinra. No Omni Slash for you. If they can bait the spin, that might just be the end for the Juggernaut. He's silenced as well, and he's gonna go down. No way to spin. Crow lands the silence before the Jug can react, and Shinra goes down. That opens up the top lane for them, and Monkey's back to still pushing this tower. He needs one more hit to finish it off. Who's gonna deny? Is it Solji? Is it Monkey? Solji goes with the deny, and Sky's also going to be TPing at the top. Look at that
Top.
edict at
Zor.
Zor. Pingu coming as well onto the tower. Zor goes into
Double.
two-man blink call. He does get the damage onto Mars, and Rudy will go down. Crow is also very low on HP, 10 HP to be exact. And Pale Horse, he still got the Aegis, but look at this guy. What can he do? The Aegis is going to run out at least. He could still keep up the pressure, but he's going to need some
There's no backup.
He needs help. Monkey's finally TPing in. He's trying to teleport away. Monkey tries to snipe the Skywrath and is able to do so. There's no way they can cancel these TPs anymore as their axe is dead. He's the only one with a stun in the team. So Pale Horse gets out and they get one kill in return, but that's your Aegis gone.
I don't want to say for nothing, but
Good call.
look at that double call, yeah. And Crow has been on point with his positioning all game. He's been in there to support every single gank that Felt has made so far, or I should say counter. But in this case, does not work out for him.
Oh, they're bullying this Juggernaut. He does manage to find a way out of the trees. There's a couple more treants to body block him. Tier 2 tower is down to 300 HP. Shinra has to defend it, and there's so many heroes coming from Arkosh. They might just snipe this Juggernaut once again, and now he gets to spin off in time. Dodging the spear coming in from Rudy. He's got the arena,
Well,
and
yes,
now he
keep
pops
up.
his BKB. He's freshly got into this one as well. Leshrac, though, in trouble. Pingu doesn't quite finish off the kill with the life drain, and Rudy's got a spear available, connects onto the axe, pushes him away. Pingu very low on HP with the Omni Slash connecting as well. Gremlin, the Yules is going to be able to tank the Omni Slash, and he's inside the trees, and Shinra will secure the kill, and also Crow falling, but Pingu drops down to the Magnetize. He won't be able to kill this Skywrath Mage either, so 2 for 1 for Felt in the end.
And that could have been even worse for Arkosh, because I think you could see the axe trying to blink in there and instead getting hit by the Magnetize at pretty much the last possible second. And yet, no damage to put in here, really. After their Mars gets a brilliant arena here. The Lesh is just too low.
Very good. He also got his BKB off just in time, and I like what Afra moves. Like, you see the Mars, they had the info on the BKB most likely because he didn't drop the Mystic Flare on top of the Mars. Instead, he dropped it onto the Leshrac, knowing that we need to kill Pale Horse first in that fight. It's a good reaction and good reading there too.
Mm-hmm. And if you remove Pale Horse from the fight, you remove the damage from the fight. Like, with this Nature's Prophet not being a core, Pale Horse is really their only source of follow-up damage after anybody else goes in.
And it really just comes down to the call Mystic Flare from Velt's side. Like, if they don't get a successful call into the Mystic Flare follow-up, you have to wait a long time. You have 11 seconds of a cooldown. So basically, by the time the call's ended, we're looking at something 7 to 6 seconds cooldown until you can stun again or control again. And the pre-Yules onto the axe, and he's going to get pinned onto the wall. Pingu healing him, but it's not going to be enough. And they're going to roll for another kill. Rudy does pop his BKB preemptively too. And Pingu actually lives, and they take down the Earth Spirit. Crow will lose his life. Gremlo is on the side, just scouting out that the TA was also about to show up in that fight, so they back themselves away.
She's got herself a BKB now as well. Desolator going to follow in short time, and this is where slowly the fact that Felt had a greedier lineup, whoops, Monkey,
yeah, that's a whoops.
Fell out of the trees.
He shouldn't be there, I guess. Maybe a bit surprised that there's a lot of Felt heroes in the area. He is building into an Orchid, by the way, so even if Monkey has been a split pusher this game, basically just hitting towers, they already dealt some damage to the top tier 3 as well with these early skirmishes. He still wants to provide the Orchid silence and make life harder for one. The Pugna can't heal, or they can just instantly take out the Jug, who can't spin. Now he's got the Manta, though, so at least you can use the Orchid to bait it out, but you do want to silence the casters from Felt's back line.
And the reason that he can afford this is indeed because he has been farming in places where he really shouldn't be. Like, as long as Felt doesn't show up, these creeps are mine.
Crow's got his Invis
Sometimes you're
rune.
unlucky.
He would like to go in, but Rudy looks to take the charge. There is a trap placement, though.
And note the Yule Scepters on both the Venno as well as the Earth Spirit. Absolutely great for Juggernaut Omni Slash, of course, but also versus the Axe.
The Axe, yeah. Like we already saw, the click target Yules onto the Axe. He blinks in. He's already thrown into the air. Now you've got 2 heroes to do it, not just one. Or after, yeah. And also the Omni Slash, like you mentioned. We've already seen that in action too, but there we go. The call with the Mystic Flare will lead into a dead Venno. Crow has to instantly roll out and back away and leave this area for Felt to recover.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And there we see the dynamic of Felt in action. Good call.
Yep.
Good fight. Nothing to do for Arkosh but back off.
Simple as that. Call into the Mystic Flare. And might as well take a look at some graphs here. So the biggest lead we've actually seen for Arkosh was about, 2,000 gold and just a bit on top of that. And exactly 2,000 gold for Felt in the 11-12 minute marker. But they've got the catch onto the Axe, so screw the statistics. 2-man call comes out. Backup is about to show up. Huge ulti from Monkey, and Solji is here to clean up crew. BKB used by Rudy, though. He's going to have to TP away. Solji doesn't have enough damage to take down this tanky, bulky Mars. But he's probably also recognizing...
How dare you? Wait.
Yeah, that's
He got Omni Slash solo in the river.
But how did Solji get the...
Dire's structures
How did
are
wait?
A trap, I guess.
A trap got the last hit from the Omni Slash from the TV jump? Okay, sure thing. Alright, sure thing. Anyway.
I would feel so cheated if I was Shinra. You Omni Slash somebody with the DD rune, and the last hit goes to your TA who wasn't even there.
Yep. You know, you do have your global presence in the team in the end. Zor and Crow both taken out in that last fight, and that also led into a Roshan taken as Leshrak died for the second time in this game. TA now the holder of the Aegis, and Jug he's picked up the shard for himself, so we're also gonna get some of that extra movement speed for the Blade Fury, which he really needs. Positioning is pretty key when you're playing against heroes like the Mars and the Nature's Prophet to avoid spears and getting hit by Sprout.
Yep, a bunch of slows on the enemy team as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Is also another one. Though, Blade Fury at least dispels it, so
Yeah.
you keep your mobility. But Rudy will get the catch onto the Jug with no spin. Early damage comes out, and he has to back out. They're trying to keep up vision. Creeps are following Rudy. Solji is ready for the blink initiation. Which one do they choose? Monkey is an easy target, but they would like to grab the Mars instead. Treant are thrown in. TA throws in the trap, but there's nobody home. And he finds Monkey, but... oh, the silence as well. At least he's got his TP scroll. Always a backup. Always carry a backup. Well, Pingu's gonna get speared. Rudy and Crow, they're gonna lock him down. And then something that was probably not expected to happen, but the Veno dead in front of the top lane. Another 400 damage to the tier 3 towers, so I guess that was a worth death.
And skirmishing all over the map right now. Zora going to get spotted by Pale Hordes here. He's gonna die immediately.
Yeah, that's a top lane of murder.
Or does
Lane
not
ward.
have a BKB.
Lane ward placed down. They've got the info on it. Crow, though. I don't know if they... Oh, okay, they saw him. They definitely see the Earth Spirit now. He's done for. He yules the sky, but he knows that he is dead for. Rudy has the BKB. He doesn't have a TP, though. He can't escape. But the Omni Slash goes into the jungle creeps out of all things. And Mars is out of there. A bit of misfortune at the first moment. He does not have a way to teleport out, but Omni Slash backfires at the worst possible moment.
Yeah, you really gotta imagine that Solji, meantime, is really waiting for the melt hit bash in this game.
Dire's top tower
They could
is under
really
attack.
use something to use against all of those teleporting bastards. Look at Monkey!
This is a wild game. Monkey's gonna finish off the tier 3 tower. Goes through backdoor protection too as it just kicks in. But it's only 38 HP he needs to burst through with all the treants attacking at the same time. So that's your top lane open. Constant pressure. Rat Dota at 2022 seems to be working for Arkosh.
The interesting thing about
And
Rat
might catch him.
Dota... Oh,
They might have actually read his movements that NP's probably going to be the bot lane, and there he
Sure
is. Rudy's here as well, though, which they probably weren't suspecting. He's got no BKB for 6 seconds. He might be dead here. Yes, he is. Zor gets his first cold armor stack as well out of this one in 28 minutes. What a game. What a game of Dota. And a roll into Solji as well by Crow. Blink, and of course, Crow actually able to take out the DD rune away from the TA, so it could have been a whole lot worse. Lesh had to go pick up a neutral item, so TA's on the chase. 3 seconds for the Blink Dagger to be up. She's also got a fresh refraction. Doesn't need to use it, though. And Felt's going to get to push a tier 2 in mid. Quick replay onto that bottom lane action there. See his BKB is still on cooldown, and wasn't suspecting that much traffic, so that was a bit of a mishap.
yep, full Aghanim Scepter over on that Skywrath mage as well. So
Big. Yeah, that's a big item.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So much extra damage into these fights and making that axe call even better. And they're on the hunt, and that's a perfect target to get to as well. But they would need to kill the Lesh before the call duration ends, because Lesh does have an EKB.
And they need to do it fast because Monkey is back on their top lane. And these racks are going to take damage.
Yep, rats are on... Well, not rats in this case. We got big-ass trees.
Barracks are under attack.
They're mauling and scraping and scratching those racks while Pale Horse has been, he's on this constant chase. And there's the call. BKB goes off, though. Could he still TP away with this? Is actually, yeah, he does. And he's out. And range racks have almost gone down completely. 100 HP. Monkey still keeps on going. He's taken the range racks already, while Shenra is chasing Gremlo. Yules into the air. Poison Nova has been used. Venom skill doesn't quite connect, though, but now the Juggernaut is in trouble. He does have a Manta style. Still available. He's gonna pop it. Bro, unable to connect with the roll-in stun. There's a Skywrath also in the trees. Monkey's still pushing top. Solji has to stay and watch.
I'll take that.
And there's backdoor protection now, so Monkey's gonna have to bring that creep wave.
I'm just loving all of these traps in the trees. A Monkey's just standing still. Like, if he puts it on me, I'm dead. If he doesn't put it on me, he's gonna have to place another one.
Yep. And he is gone. There is a smoke play going straight. Oh, Gremlo actually bought an A on this and it's popped already.
You must.
Do they know about it, though? They don't have the vision onto the high ground. A couple traps is all they got. Veno with his Yules. BS with his own Yules. Ready to cancel if the axe jumps in. And they see Crow. They're going to go in. They both walk in. And it's not going to be enough. Crow's still dead. Also the double silence from that Axe. Oof. Bottom lane, Shinra's fan Monkey. Just constant battling and brawling. Monkey not able to get the TP out in time, and Pale Horse is all by himself. He wants to take the pop. The Omni Slash is there. But what happens? He's got the shard. He's got the shard, and Jug has been bamboozled. Pale Horse will take him down as that shard just completely surprises him with the nihilism. Or nihilism, whatever you want to call it.
Nihilism. Oh, but they got him.
Goes
They're
in for
trying
the
again.
call, though, and I think we might have cheered a bit too early for Pale Horse, or did we? BKB onto Zor. He's got a couple seconds of immunity against the Lesh. He's trying to heal up. Rudy is also here for the save, and Pugna will be taken down. And that's a gem on the ground, too. They're going to cover that for themselves. Meanwhile, the push was going on in top, and one more hit from the catapult is going down. 50 HP in the racks, and Solji's going to stay and wait. He knows exactly where this NP is going to go. I think we want to watch. What does Monkey do? Instant teleport. Goes straight on top of the trap. Solji's going to find him. Monkey going to get silenced up, and it's another trap, and he's just going to die right away. Oh, what a poor fate for the man. He just wanted to get that melee rack, but able to get so as Rudy hunts down Aframoosh, and this is NA Dota, baby. Complete, actual chaotic chaos all over the map. XD into chat. Might as well.
This is an XD game if I've ever seen one. And this is a demonstration of why Rat Dota works, is because we don't know what's going on, but the players on the field certainly also don't know what's going on anymore. If you're getting ratted, your communication needs to be either really good already, or you need to really simplify it to the point of like, alright, he's gonna come here, I stay top, you guys figure it out on bottom. Which gets you situations where most of Feld's scores die, but they still at least get Monkey. Yep. Is it a win? I don't know. Maybe Arkosh can tell us.
That. And also something when you think about Gremlo, who probably is very hectic about comms, probably just yelling, clear comms, at the same time as they're doing all this push. And they spotted Pingu. Solji's also going to be there. Zor is around, but he's got no blink. So Mars is able to go in first, but he gets bashed by Solji's Mel Strike. Shinra gets the jump in first, but Omni Slash is still down for 8 seconds. He doesn't get the spin damage out on TA spotted. BKB has to be used here as well. Zor looking for the call, looking at least for the angle for it. He's still on cooldown though for a couple seconds, but now able to jump in and probably onto Gremlo if he does end up going in. Jug jumps in as Mars jumps out. He's popped his refresher as well. He's got a BKB, but no, and you guessed it, there's a rat in action. Monkey is already pushing the tier 2 tower. Zor gets the call though, unable to cancel it, but there's still his teleport on the NP, and he's silenced. He could still try it, but doesn't look like he's gonna survive a lot longer as that TA starts to punch in a couple holes. By the way, Roshan is up right now.
I want to say the Meld Bash is up, but boop, there she is. Gotta love that Aghanim Scepter, man.
It works so well for Solji as well in this game because you've got these rats, now you have a better way of defending your base. Like, you see a Furion teleport on your trap. Oh, I might as well teleport to that trap to teleport on top of the net. Here's Prophet and make a teleport out of another teleport. But Roche is down and an Axe picked up for the Juggernaut. What else was there? A cheese for the TA.
I'm talking about it like it's some kind of iron that you can reforge if you want to. Like, you have a teleport? What if you make it into
Radiant
another
are
teleport?
scanning.
But yeah, this is one of those things. I wanted to talk about this earlier, but this game has been such a mess that there is really no
Oh, this has been
possibility
fun.
whatsoever.
I
Wait,
love
what?
this
Again?
game so
Monkey?
much.
Dead as a doornail.
Omni slash down for 130. Rat is dead.
Yep.
Whack-a-mole. TA spotted.
Oh.
TA could just teleport away. At least the dodging blink for now. She wants to stand her ground because Aframush is going to show up. 8 seconds for Gremlo to have his Aeon Disc, but Sora's already there. And Rudy has been spotted with the Aghanims. The Mystic Flare cancels his blink. Also going to get Battle Hungered. Still the chase is there. Shinra, blink is available with the spin. Mars BKBs able to dodge some of the incoming damage. Solji comes in with a Meld Bash at least, and there's the refresher, and it's not going to be enough as the Mars goes down. Melt and Gremlo goes in for the Poison Nova. Does absolutely no damage as his Aeon Disc pops at the same time as he pops his abilities. So that really doesn't do any damage. Like,
And he bought back. He doesn't die back.
back for that. That's worthy of a tip play right there. So Pale Horse is going to have to do the pushing action.
Radiant's middle
Belt
tower
is 17,000 gold ahead as well at this point, so they might as well keep up this
I
push
think
and
they
get
did
some
it.
buildings of their own.
I can't help but feel though, like if this had been a core Nature's Prophet, Felt was not actually in a place where they were holding very well versus a position 5, well, not any longer 5, but
Yep.
Radiant's middle barracks have
versus what started out as a support MP, this could have gone way worse for them.
This could have definitely gone a whole different way. They don't want to use their buyback on the Mars because that's probably sealing the deal. The next team fight is they're going to have to change their gameplay completely if Mars were to buy back, because then they would have to be more team fight oriented against Felt. And playing from behind in a 5v5, we all know how that goes usually. So they don't want to throw all of their cards. Instead, they sack their racks, which is a smart move.
I
You
mean,
gotta...
you have been split pushing, you have been doing a decent job with that. Unfortunately, the Aghanim Scepter on Solji just makes it so hard for you to get anything going here, because now you need to kill him if you want to get the split push off. And sure, he's going to be alone, but that is a woman with a BKB and a cheese and a whole lot of damage with your name on it.
"37 minutes into the making, Felt is going to find another tier 2 tower. Bottom lane has now been opened. Let's see if Arkosh can still find a way to open those gates of hell, get into Felt's base, and start to sacrifice some of those peasants. They're going to need some kind of ritual to make things work out for their favor. Important
wonder if
game
they-
as well.
Yeah, if they have like a goat somewhere in a back room that, you know, buddy, you better hope this game goes well.
Yep, and we're not talking about the greatest of all time.
No. No.
That's not the one we're looking for here. Might not even be enough to save the game with one of those, but they've spotted Rudy. BKB popped as well. The Bulwark tanks some damage off the Omni Slash, but it's still going to be... Oh, it's actually pulling Shinra away! Can Rudy get away? It looks like he can, but in the river, there's another fight breaking loose. Solji's BKB has been burnt and Felt, unable to score the initial kill onto Rudy, who's now running back to base. This Monkey has found Juggernaut, hiding himself in the trees, blinks, but can't find the target onto Monkey's Nature's Prophet. Now being chased again by Shinra, rolling from Crow. There's still a spin available. There's the Mantis, going to be able to use it and go for the spin. TP out, and Crow can't stay nearby. He almost gets killed by that spin damage and also those right clicks from the illusions. So nobody dies, which is very surprising because it is North America in the end, and nobody getting killed, that's a spit in the face.
I'm so disappointed right now.
Yes, that was...
Insulted.
that's an insult. Like, if you have a team fight where you use big ultis and you kill no one...
What am I here for? I can't analyze that. Like, oh, they casted spells on him and they run away. Oh, they casted more spells and then he ran away too. Nobody has stuns that go through BKB.
Exactly. We're here for the entertainment that these teams have been providing today. So let's hope it stays that way until the end, whatever that end may be.
You know, the worst part is that I love gushing about split push drafts, right? And I want to have the time to explain, like, what happens on a team that gets split pushed, for example. There's no time for that. just keep on killing people. Like, wait, this is supposed to be the boring part where a lone druid sits in the
top
trees
lane.
for 10 minutes. No! At least
This
kill
is
him.
not the game. Yeah, at least they're gonna find the vermin, trying to split push the top lane. So Gremlo is down. Shinra on the hunt. There's a
Murder.
Rudy.
Finally.
Rudy with his refresher. He's got his double BKBs, double arenas. Shinra, you spin. This is their chance. Where does he blink? They see him, his direction, but he's too fast. Fast as F. Is he fast as one of the others? Though 40 minutes into this one. Another glimpse into the graphs as well. That is a 6% win probability for the cultists. But it's still a 6%, which might, if you add a couple more numbers into that,
Told you stepped in. And the backup
Finland,
is
like
coming.
we say, the grandfather of Satan might be proud of that one. Solji, though, the damage is just ridiculous. Even if MP has a lot of armor, but can't get the kill. And now TA is completely disarmed. Stunned on top of that arena wall. And the TA falling will fall as well. Mars, though, Rudy in trouble. Zor doesn't have the dunk of AK, still on cooldown. Can't get the kill secured. Pale Horse being chased as well. The Omni Slash this time will connect on the target. And another one with the Swift Slash coming out. Both of them taking down Pale Horse and Crow, and Rudy tries the TP, and Mars is out of there. The Mystic Flare not in time, and Zor with his Culling Blade still on cooldown, unable to secure the kill on the Mars in the first place. What a wild fight once again, but Feld comes out as the victors out of this one.
They do, but that was pretty much the best possible opportunity that they could have had on Arkosh, where this TA already used their BKB in their initial jump, and the entirety of Arkosh is here to follow up and punish. But Rudy, that was just a absolutely beautifully timed bonk. Magnificent.
It truly was. And this time Shenra doesn't have misfortune with his jumps, and now Felt is pushing the tier 3 tower in the bottom lane. There's not much that Gremlo can do to slow them down. Shenra's Manta has been used. Spin is available. And still keep the distance. Monkey also shows in for some tower defense.
He's got
A
X.
nice call coming out from Zor onto 2. Gremlo has to run out of this one, and Rudy down to 1,000 HP, sucked away. His life force is almost gone from Pingu, but Axe is in trouble. Rudy goes in for an aggressive blink bonk, but it doesn't quite connect. But there's the magnetized BKB from Zor. Crow in for the roll, and there's the Swift Slash coming in from Shinra. And Crow and Zor both taken down. Pugna will fall as well in the arms of Rudy and Monkey. And more casualties, more blood has been spilt. 74 kills in 42 minutes. Tier 3 tower down. Rax still up in the base of Arkosh's bottom lane.
In a split push game, I might add. But yet, Zor's willingness there to
Yes.
go in for the team on super low HP is like, okay, well, I have a PKB, let's do it. And look at him coming back in. He doesn't even do
Yeah.
anything.
He thought that he could...
He gets it, man. And here, Zor pops the BKB. Cannot get healed by his Pugna anymore. Takes out. I'm not sure if he lives if he doesn't pop it though.
Yeah, that's the
think
thing.
he's
He
dead
popped
either
it
way.
to reduce the magnetized damage, but also reduce the healing from his allies. So it's kind of a trade where you just, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to try and juke everything that's coming my direction. Sadly, there's not a function to pop BKB to use it as a dispel and then remove the BKB buff so that the Pugna could follow up as a heal. Ice Rock don't
that's
take
called
any ideas
satanic.
out of this one, but that would be wild. If you could actually toggle the BKB effect off early so you could get the healing out of the Pugna in an engagement like that. But still, it's a battle for Roshan. Pugna has now been brought back onto the battlefield, and Felt might smoke here. That is exactly the plan. They're in the cover of darkness once again. Like you said, ships sailing in the night. Monkey wants to split push bottom. The longer Felt takes with this rotation, the more time for the rats to fester. The vermin are already on the move.
Top lane's already shoving.
Yep.
Bot lane is
Top
coming.
lane is approaching, and they're very close to each other's. Solji,
sides
who
of so
gets to
much
jump in
vision.
first. Aframush coming in from the side. Sky has been revealed, and there's the Yules. Rudy misses the first jump at least, but there we go. They've got the connection. There's the Omni Slash. The damage is there. Mars is gonna fall in a second, and he's gonna have to buy back into this one. 2 heroes already down, and Arkosh needs to reposition themselves into this fight as they will take down Pingu. That's only one that they've got the spear
Shinra?
onto the Juggernaut with the buyback coming in from Rudy, and maybe now they've got the
Almost
both the good plays, and they're gonna take the boat down. Felt will lose 4, maybe even 5. They got the cancel onto the TA and Solji. What you gonna do? 1 versus 4, and will take down 1, but Solji's life will be taken away, and it's just the Juggernaut all by himself. Their base is in trouble. There's creep pushing down the melee racks. They've got a lane pushing in bottom. Roshan is open for Arkosh to take.
Finally
Wild
taking a
fight.
stand around that Lash. Yeah, Aframush's positioning there is just, it's bold, but it forces his Juggernaut to go in so deep, so he has no defensive tools left by the time that this happens.
They were able to force out the buybacks thanks to Aframush taking the initial fight, but we see the power of this Omni Slash from the Juggernaut. Like, he uses it once, he gets 2 kills, they have the buyback, then what? I'm starting to feel like maybe something like a refresher for Jug could work great, maybe even just a refresher shard from Roche to be able to secure it, but in this case, Roche is already taken by Arkosh, and they take a lot of good goodies out of this one.
Yep, that shard is on Rudy, and we've seen how generous he is with his arenas. You get one.
Triple BK, yep, triple BKB, triple Abyssal Blade stun as well, which is very handy to lock extra heroes down. Arkosh looking for the second lane of racks. TA is up in 20 seconds, has buyback. Might as well switch into buyback status as well to see what's going on. She's the only one who has it. And that's a wild
First
jump.
go.
Hex comes out though to Aframush, and now Pale Horse coming with a BKB. The spin from Shinra has to disengage. No Omni Slash yet. Only has the swift spin, and now comes in with Rudy with another refresher blink. Cannot quite catch the target. Has the BKB to teleport away from the base. Their buildings are slowly falling. Only the tier 3 though. Solji tries to find a straggler, but nobody there to be caught.
Very snappy decision making there though by Rudy. He's like, oh, botch that one, I'm out. Makes it very easy for the team as well to say like, okay, our push is over.
This is a hell of a comeback, by the way, Kips. This was a...
Yeah.
That we haven't even touched upon the topic about the 666% basically that Arkosh had. It went down to 5% at the worst, and then they realized we're losing our touch with the dark side, and now we got to do something about it. And they've gone up from 5 to 47.
You know, that goat in the back room, I don't think it's so healthy.
I don't think it's there anymore.
No.
I think the goat is gone. Somebody find the Baphomet that is somewhere. It's definitely not here in the cold north. Felt is probably looking for it too. Maybe Roche is the goat. Maybe we're gonna need some Sir Action Slack's lore on that.
Is that why he has cheese?
Goat cheese makes a lot
Yeah.
of good points, people. Gotta get your brains ticking on that one. But 47 minutes into this one, Arkosh has found some breathing room with that mid push and also that team wipe onto Roshan. Juggernaut with no buyback. Now Pingu
Mush is
on the
in another
Pugna. And Aframush. Look at his positioning
position.
here. They don't see him though. And now there might be a Crow in trouble if Feld were to jump on right away. 4-man smoke. 5-man. Okay, Solji's not in it. Solji does
got trouble at
have
the
the
top
chance
racks
to
again.
teleport. She's
Yeah.
going back to base. And they're going to be jumping on top of the Earth Spirit. So they will find some solitude. Or some solace in this one as they take the Earth Spirit out of play.
And this is the benefit of burst damage over slow damage over time, right? Arkosh does well in these longer fights where the BKBs are out, etc. But, you know, if you can make a fight back to 4v4 after you leave the TA on top, you jump somebody, it's still a 4v4. You just burst them down.
Here's some stats of the players. I think a big highlight is the stand-in Rudy, 14, 7, 12 on this Mars. Thank you for the pause, by the way. This is a perfect time to take a moment to take a quick glimpse upon the efficiency of some of the players. Like Crow, 27 out of 35 of the kills. He's been, I'm not a mathematical genius, but I think that's something like 75%, 80% almost participation in the team. Very good, very active.
Yeah.
Felt, who has 48 kills. I think Aframush and Pingu, the supports have been the closest. All they need to do is just, cast one spell. You basically got yourself an assist. But in general, I just want to highlight that Rudy has had a great game.
Yeah. And I want to just say that Crow there, like the 17 deaths, 17, and the
Necessary.
man keeps going because he knows his mission. Like, you're an Earth Spirit in a game that's not going your way. The only way to keep on playing is to just keep on going in. Sacrifice your life again and again and again and again. And he has been playing that role with verve, I must say.
Yeah. Vim and Vigor is probably what is required and needed from both of these teams. Looking into a pretty wild marathon, if this is what it's going to be or what it's going to take.
It's map 1.
It's map 1, and for all the new viewers who've also jumped in, I want to give a quick reminder about for Felt, a victory. They need to win at least one of their games to force the tiebreakers for promotion to Div 1. If they win both, they secure First Division with 5 Rat 4 staff. Arkosh, if they win, even one game might be enough to keep them in Div 2. If they lose both of their remaining series, Arkosh might be in a tiebreaker for elimination because we have 4 teams from places 4 to 7 in a tie situation currently, and that might change during the course of this day because we have another best of 3 series after this one, which might also dictate what's going to happen with the race. We have the Mystery Machine with a victory with their last series. They can tie up with Felt for a tiebreaker for the promotion spot. So that's the situation basically for today. And it's nice. It's not even the last week of Dota or of this tour basically, and getting these kind of tiebreaker situations. And starting to understand, yeah, and trying to kind of like understanding and grasping the situation that these games are actually probably the most important games already. And I love that players are recognizing it too.
There is some stakes here, and you can see that in Arkosh's. Oh yeah, you can see it in Arkosh's play as well. I don't think they would have been this committed to a tense split pushing game if there wasn't this much on the line. And look at them lurking on top lane again.
When have you seen Rudy here, basically? I don't think he's ever been stalking this deep.
Nope.
So that's probably something that either came through that little moment of pause, because, you have your moment to breathe, you're twisting your knuckles, or crackling your knuckles, even, or whatever you're doing. Remlo's dropping sticks around. You might get that momentary lack of focus. You're just doing something you were not supposed to do. But hey, that could be something that's going on in comms, that they really value this melee Rax, which was almost dead once already. Monkey, we haven't really seen
absolutely
him there
incredible to see that at full health.
Yep. It was at, what, 60, 70 HP, something like that? 1-2 hits, and now it's back to full
catapult
HP
hit would have done it. Well, not already. We are at 50 minutes right now, I would like to remind you. I know it feels like 10 because it's been non-stop action, but we are going towards the final tier of neutral items here.
I wonder what we're going to find. Let's take a look at our tier 4s. Nobody wants the Witchbane. You want to give a school grade for Witchbane, Kips? I love to ask these. Neither team is using it.
School grade. Well, school grades are different in different places of the world, right? But
give me a 1, 2, or 3, where 3 is the best.
Okay. I think it's a 2. I think it's pretty good, but
neutral.
you gotta have a good use case for it. Felt has better use case because you want to be taking off things like denialism, etc. But you already have a nullifier on your Juggernaut, so the guy who wants to do that most already has the tool for it, and he'd much rather keep the Spider Legs versus a Nature's Prophet. As on bot, talking about Nature's Prophet.
They do actually get the jump then in the end. Solji is here. Silver Edge pop, massive damage. But you won't be able to run away from that. Meld Bash basically takes him down, but the push into the top lane. Can they jump on Zor? Rudy wants to go in, and he does. He's got the... Oh, he misses the spear from blank point range. And he needs to refresh Blink to safety, but it's another one from Solji. He's got him! Beautiful! Beautiful catch. Rudy uses the refresher to get his blink off cooldown to jump to safety, but he jumps so short. He's still on the low ground, and DA basically another melt bash. They cancel his TP. He's gone for 110 seconds. That might even be a game-leading or game-winning move there from Felt.
Yeah, because you need those AoE disables in the high. I mean, this is so heartbreaking because he's trying. Because he wants to win this game. He's risking it all.
Yeah,
And here
yeah.
come the consequences. Storming down the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
Wild hits coming in from here. That meld just doesn't seem to have a cooldown at all. He already threw in one punch, which was him trying to dodge the first one, and then you have another blink meld, and you just canceled the TP off of the Mars. Such a beautiful play there. Simple and small, but beautiful, because that opened up the bottom lane of Rax completely taken. And Arkosh, we're back to square one once again. I think we're
Look at this TP from Afromush. Look at where he's going. He just teleported here with his BOTs that he bought just because Monkey is in the game. And there's nobody here. Monkey's on bot.
Radiant's top tower
He's
has
just
He's
going
on
to be
bottom.
scouting in the trees. Because they're done with this Arkosh business.
Shinra is now also here. He's picked up TP boots. They have a lot of mobility on the side of Felt, and it feels like the worst is behind them. At least it might be, or might feel like it. Arkosh. 3-man smoke without the Mars. This is a ballsy play. But if it pays off and Felt isn't aware, Pingu's there with the vision. He's ready to force staff himself to safety. And there we go. They're going to find the catch. They found him. They found Aframush. Crow's in trouble as they're splitting the fight. Pingu's Aeon Disc will pop. And Aframush is almost killing him. There's a 3 versus 1 onto the Skywrath. And here comes Zor. They've taken the Sky. Here comes Shinra as well. And Pale Horse is down. They found a big target for themselves. And now isolating and changing them away. Aframush goes for the buyback as well. They know that this might be a game-winning play from them. Another flash comes out onto the Mars. Solji able to dodge it with the first jump. And now Gremlo is down as well. Has to go for the buyback. And Arkosh is in trouble. They're going to be finding the dieback onto the Skywrath Mage at least. And a moment's pause. Rudy able to get out there, gets a bit of healing from the vessel, and Arkosh might chase.
They should. There are several BKBs down right now.
Monkey finds the axe. Can they hold him down for just a little bit longer? The BKB comes out from Zor. Couldn't get the stun in time. Axe is being chased. Blink is available. Goes away. Nihilism with the Pale Horse. And Monkey again with another teleport. He's relentless onto this axe. Doesn't want to give a moment's pressure or a moment's time to breathe for Zor.
Now over on the
Maybe
side, they've
even
got the
more
rest of
Rudy
them.
with the Abyssal there, but he's gonna get hunted down. Solji takes him. Gremlo in trouble, rolling from Crow, doesn't
So
connect. There's a
much
Swift
damage.
Slash available on this Juggernaut as well, but he's hexed at the moment, and Pingu, the healing battery is there, the Manta's there as well. Swift Slash the dodge for a moment, but the stuns are there. The Triot is gonna be pummeling
heals.
him. The heals from
He's
Pingu, and Pale Horse in the middle. He's down as well, and it's just down to Monkey. Oh, poor Monkey, he's all by himself, and Felt might have just won the game with that fight. Oh my goodness, Felt still able to find the keys, the answers they needed for this.
Oh, Monkey, alone all game, in his corner, split pushing, and now on his own against the Onslaught. I don't
Look at
think
those-
he's holding this one,
Look
T-Panda.
at those treants. He's 100 HP, they're doing 30 damage, it's not enough to kill him, and Pingu just pumps him back up with life. And that is your Rax. There's your tier 4s down. That's your Ancient open. Felt is going to be taking the first game of this series. And what a wild game, number 1. Absolutely love the